course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the... That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose on the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10. Full this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And that's out quickly to Chase. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 2nd down now. Mixon, and a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Catch made by Slayton. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop.
Down on the sack. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Hunter Henry brings it in. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 27, Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Jets on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A big play there on the catch and run.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a 1st down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. That guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once you...
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 27 yards. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next.
Because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now it's Mixon running right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready? Check. 11.
Again, it's Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, Burrow. That ball caught by Slayton. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. That catch good for only a couple.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 11.
On 2nd and a yard. Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. McCaffrey following the penalty. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Wilson. His throw incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 11. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
11 MT. 11.
Now Joe Mixon, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown Bengals! Joe Mixon from 19 yards away. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Wilson bulldozes past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Ford. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
You've got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. this thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up third and 2.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A great come-from-behind victory this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has this